relatively homogeneous in these countries. That's why I tried to show you as much as possible. The French elementary school was only 50% white. It was a quarter black and a quarter Muslim. In lots of Europe, things are not the way that you think it used to be, and you know, they deal with it and they have their problems with it too. I think the reason they're able to do this is what I said in the film. They operate from a concept of we, and we operate from me. Yes. So we process everything. How does this affect me? How much am I going to have to pay? What's this going to do to my kids? Right? And they think more like, you know, what's this going to do for all of us? And they don't do that because they're better people. They are not better people. The French are not better. The Norwegians are not better. They have the same 23 chromosomes in each of their cells that we have. They've decided it's in their actual selfish best interest to treat people right, to be kind, to not let people fall between the cracks. Because if they do that, they can see what a society looks like when you have 40 million people living in poverty, when you have whatever the percentage is now of Americans that cannot read and write above a 4th grade level. I mean, they don't want that society because they think it's worse for everybody. And the corporate guys I talk to, they'd rather have workers that are educated. And they'd rather have them have free health care. So when they're sick, they stay home and go to a doctor and not come in and get everybody else sick. You know, I mean, there's self-interest involved in this for them. They're not just saints when they're doing these good things. But they do wrap their head around it in this concept of we're all in the same boat and we're going to sink or swim together. And that is not how we think. And it's to our detriment. It's to our, as the Tunisian woman said. By the way, I just want to point out, I don't know if you saw this earlier today, that the people of Tunisia were the recipients of this year's Nobel Peace Prize. Wow. And were given, their representatives got the award this morning in Oslo. And for what they've done in terms of, they decided that they were going to be a secular state. And even the most conservative Islamic party members were willing to give up their seats because the people didn't support their viewpoints and they did not want to impose. I love that guy, the head guy, who basically says, I tell my wife she's got to cover her head. Like, basically he says, I'm a dick at home, but I don't believe I have a right to impose my dickishness on the rest of the population. I just... Can we get that on microphone and send that back to him? He's heard me say it. Yes.